gentlemen, very warm welcome. A very good evening to one and all watching out there. This encounter taking place between the MLSI won the toss and after gold toss what pulled away over the top lose a wicket early on in the innings. Let's take a look at this ball from Girish. Just pitching outside the line of the off stump, holding its line inside the line of the ball. The batsman Pratnesh Warke there. Girish Kalyanaraman picks up a wicket here for the Nias Lakers. 9 for 1 after 1.4 overs are the MLSI Eagles. New batsman Hiren Jadeja. Girish Kalyanaraman on his way. Well bowled again. Sharply coming back into the right hander. Took it on the pads there, did Hiren Jadeja. A ball to come now in the second over. Creamed away through extra. Bit of a misfield, an awkward bounce for the fieldsman standing at extra cover. They'll pick up a single. 2 overs have been completed here. 11 for 1 are the MLSI Eagles. Hiren Jadeja now on strike. Vibhumanya continuing off the back foot straight to cover point. Well bowled. Coming back into the right-hander in the air, off the deck. Vibhumanya is finding his line and length out there in the middle. Looking to wrap the batsman on the pads or get the poles. Wants to bowl wicket to wicket. There again, you can see targeting the pads. That was probably going down the leg side, hence no appeal. Leg by signal there by the umpire. Needs to start a tad bit outside the line of the off stump with the angle coming into the right-hander to try and get leg befores. Now Ankit Dham. Ankit Dham wants to get on with the game. Slower one outside the line of the off stump. Wide signal there by the umpire, rightly so. Was well besides the tram line. Short. Square cut over the top of backward point for 4 this time round. Well done, Ankit Dham. Not probably in the same position where he wanted it to go. Got more of the outside edge. But all's well that ends well for the batsman. Take a look at this once again. Short, asking to be hit. Ankit Dham wanted to go a lot more straighter. But the outside edge took it a lot more finer. Third man was well inside. Was very fine. The ball went a lot more squarer. And hence the boundary. Ankit Dham, a run a ball 9 for him now. He's clearly looking to take the bowling on. He wants to get away in this power play. Off the back foot for a single. So a boundary followed by a single. That's exactly what coaches will tell you. Get at the other end after getting a boundary. Now Hiren Jadeja. Last ball of the third over. Although the MLSI Eagles have been rocked early, but they'd hope for a partnership to develop out here. It's going to be interesting to see how Hiren Jadeja plays in this particular situation. Another wide ball. Signal there by the umpire. Did not agree with it, did Vibhumanya. But he has to walk back and bowl another ball. Hiren Jadeja. What does he have up his sleeve for us? Well bowled. Probably going down the leg side is what the umpire reckons. 3 overs have been bowled here. 19 for 1 are the Mlsi Eagles. Superbly done there by Ankit Dham. Down the ground goes Ankit. As straight as a ramrod. Let's take a look at this shot once again. Girish Kalyanaraman pitching this one up. And Ankit Dham did not need another invitation. Went straight over the bowler's head for 4. Superbly done, Ankit Dham. That'll make him feel a lot more good in the middle. Showing the maker's name. He's looking good out there, is Ankit Dham. Mlsi Eagles will need his services out there in the middle. They need him to stand out there and play a good knock. This is the quarterfinals, mind you. Once again, down the ground will be another boundary. Well done, Ankit Dham. He's looking to take on Girish Kalyanaraman here. He's not satisfied with just a boundary. He's still looking to take on the bowler. Take a look at this. Almost a repeat of the first shot. The only difference was that this went all along the ropes while it was close to the boundary. So Ankit Dham in overdrive at the moment. Well bowled, well played. A rare dot delivery from Ankit Dham. But I love the intent with which Ankit Dham is batting out here. He's playing cricketing shots. Yes, he's trying to take on the bowling, but he's doing that in fine fashion at the moment. Pulled away. Down towards the fine leg boundary for 4 here. This is quality batting from Ankit Dham. 4 overs have been bowled here. We'll take a look at this shot once again. Short ball asking to be hit really. There was no fine leg. Fine leg was in the 30-yard circle. Fetched himself. Another boundary did Ankit Dham. Scoreboard moves on to 31 for 1 after 4. Change in the bowling. Gaurav Srivastava being introduced into the attack. Coming around the wicket to the right-handed Hiren Jadeja. Looks like a left arm spinner in progression here. Tossed up, straight back to the bowler. But was well driven for a single by Hiren Jadeja. Power play done and dusted with. I'm talking about the mandatory power play. The batting power play, the 2 overs can be taken in between the 11th and the 16th. If you don't take it by the 15th and the 16th by default become power play overs. Now Ankit Dham facing up to Gaurav Srivastava. Short ball pulled away down towards deep square leg. No one out there at deep square. Will fetch himself another boundary, will Ankit Dham. He seems to be firing on all cylinders. Power play, no power play. Yet finds the boundary again. There you can see marginally short, rocking back onto the back foot and pulling it away towards deep square leg. So Gaurav Srivastava straight away on his head. Ankit Dham, so far so good for him. 26 of just 17 balls. Clearly enjoying himself. Off the inside edge onto the boot. Tossed up, swung away, down towards deep fine leg. Deep square leg was really fine out there. Hence he was able to cut it off easily in the end. Picks up a single here as Ankit Dham. His intentions were to put this ball as well to the boundary. Was a full toss. Had the opportunity. But this time there is protection out there in the deep. Now Hiren Jadeja. Goes down the ground, more towards long on. Long on is positioned out there. Ankit Dham's coming back for the second. Will make it easily in the end. Will Ankit Dham. Now Hiren Jadeja. Off the back foot into the offside. No run taken. 5 overs have been bowled. 39 for 1 are the MLSI Eagles. Squirted away there for a boundary. Puneet Makkad gets off the mark. Take a look at this shot once again. Opening the face of the bat at the last moment to get the placement between short third man and point. Manages to find the boundary. The over ends on a high. A successful over though for the Nias Lakers. 6 overs have been bowled here. 45 for 2 are the Mlsi Eagles. Left arm spinner continuing. Ankit Dham has to depart here. The middle stump rocks back. Ankit Dham disappointed with himself. But Gaurav Srivastava strikes here for the Nias Lakers. Take a look at this ball once again. Off the back foot. Looking to heave that one over the onside. Misses the ball completely. And the poles ruptured. 6.1 overs have been bowled here. 45 for 3 are the Mlsi Eagles. Neil Dhankani, the new batsman on strike. Gaurav Srivastava, left arm spinner. Success in his very second over. Ankit Dham expected that ball to rise a lot more. It did not really come off the wicket as he expected it to do so. Hence was too early into his shot. Now Puneet Makkad on strike. Inside edge onto the boot. Three balls to go in the over. The good part about the Nias Lakers is they have chipped away at the wickets. They've got the big wicket of Ankit Dham, which will keep them in good stead going forward because he was looking threatening to take the game away from them single-handedly with the bat. Made 28 of just 21 balls. That's how well he fared. It's going to be some hard work here for Puneet Makkad and Neil Dhankani. They're going to have to play themselves in before they can take on the bowling. There are a lot of gaps to be had in the game now, since the field is well spread. Neil Dhankani just walked into bat. They need a partnership here, the MLSI Eagles. They need to rebuild from here. Dot to complete the 7th. 47 for 3 are the MLSI Eagles. Ramakrishna has picked up a wicket in his very first over. Will be bowling to Puneet Makkad. Ramakrishna to Puneet. Here we go. Outside the line of the off stump. Crashed away through the offside. Finds the boundary, does Puneet Makkad. That was a fabulous shot off the back foot, mind you. It wasn't an easy shot to play in front of square. Had he have let that ball alone, it would have been signalled a wide if I'm not wrong. Take a look at that. Off the back foot, found the sweet spot off the bat. And the ball raced away into the boundary for 4. Terrific shot from Puneet Makkad. Came out of nowhere really. Moves on to 9 of 4 does Puneet Makkad. Much better delivery, closer to the off stump, straight to backward point. No run there for the taking. Puneet Makkad comes across as a good wily customer with the bat. Certainly can hold a bat. Strongly, that is, Puneet Makkad. Ramakrishna under the pump after having conceded a boundary of the very first ball of the over, down towards long on this time for a single. Now Neil Dhankani. 52 for 3. 3 balls to go in the 8th over. This will be signalled as a wide ball. Easy decision for the umpire on that occasion. Will run a single along with that wide. Couple of runs added to the total of the MLSI Eagles. Puneet Makkad is looking promising out there. All he needs to do is stay out there. There again off the back foot into the offside. This time the man in the deep will get to it. Wanted the second at Puneet Makkad. There was a second, but Neil Dhankani not coming through for it. Apologizes thereafter to his partner. They say you need to run your first one hard. Neil Dhankani took it lightly, and hence only the single. Now Ramakrishna to Neil Dhankani. Down the ground towards long off for a single. Puneet Makkad on strike. 11 of 7, looking strong in the middle is Puneet Makkad. This is the Bayside Sports Cool Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Goes down the ground as Puneet Makkad has struck this fiercely for 6. What a strike from Puneet Makkad here. The first ball and the last ball going for runs off the bat of Puneet Makkad. First a boundary, then a maximum. Once again, not an easy shot to play. Once again, would have been called a wide ball had he have left that ball. But he goes through with the shot, picking the length up early and depositing it over the side screen for 6. That ball hit the side screen on the full. 8 overs have been bowled. 62 for 3 are the Mlsi Eagles. Gaurav Srivastava to continue. Has bowled his 2 overs economically. Has picked up a wicket as well. Neil Dhankania will get a single. There were thoughts about coming back for the second, but Puneet Makkad said, let me take strike here. I seem to be feeling good in the middle. Let me face more of the deliveries. Just kidding, there was only a single really out there. Common sense prevailing. Now Puneet Makkad on strike. Goes onside-ish. And guess what? The ball will touch the ropes. There was deep square leg out there, but he was squarer. He was finer rather. The ball went a lot more squarer. And Puneet Makkad seems to be firing on all cylinders at the moment out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. No chance for the man out there at deep square. The ball eluded him by some distance in the end. Puneet Makkad moves on to 21 of just 9 balls. That's how well he has played so far. A maximum, a couple of boundaries. He seems to be looking very confident out there, Puneet Makkad. That's good to see from the Mlsi Eagles. After Ankit Dham, they found Puneet Makkad a new hero. Straight back to the bowler this time. Practices hitting that to square leg. Thereafter, he's in the zone, is Puneet Makkad. He's played some fabulous shots so far. Some unbelievable shots, to be honest. Goes big through the onside. Long on. In fact, deep mid wicket gets to it. And we'll keep it down to a couple of runs. So 2 more runs added the total for the Mlsi Eagles and for Puneet Makkad. Moves on to 23 does Puneet Makkad. Short ball. Straight back to the bowler. Chance. Goes a begging. He had the opportunity, did Gaurav Srivastava. Could not hold on to it. These catches either stick or they don't. Now Neil Dhankani on strike. Short ball. Worked away down towards long on this time. Puneet's running the first one hard. He's coming back for the second. Yes, Puneet will make it in the end. 9 overs have been bowled here. 72 for 3 are the Mlsi Eagles. Umesh Mehra, the new bowler being introduced into the attack, will be bowling to Puneet Makkad. Puneet Makkad going at a strike rate of exactly 200. 24 of 12 balls. Leg spinner. Goes over the top, does Puneet Makkad. Straight to deep mid wicket this time. Deep mid wicket a lot more straighter for the leg spinner. Did not quite get hold of it. Luckily did Puneet Makkad there. Was well tossed up above the eye line of the batsman. Short ball this time. A lot of turn. Beats the bat, beats the keeper. Hands on heads for the wicket keeper for a while. Bye signal there. Goes in the wicket keeper's account. Says runs. They hate conceding buys, mind you, because only they are responsible for those runs going against their side. MLSI Eagles 74 for 3. Thanks to Ankit Dham and Puneet Makkad, the stalwarts so far in the scoring department. Run scoring department, that is. Really strong off the back foot. Pushed through there by Umesh Mehra. Was surprised there was Puneet Makkad to see him pushing one. Was expecting a flighted delivery again. This time he flights it. Superb bowling by Umesh Mehra. Completely deceiving Puneet Makkad on that occasion. Seen the flight. Wanted to go Cal corner. But the ball turned big. That's what you want to do as a spinner. Spin the ball big. Turning it square out here at the Air India ground is Umesh Mehra. Chooses to go through the offside. Gets the outside edge. Straight to short third man. No run there for Puneet Makkad. This is quality bowling from Umesh Mehra. First beat the bat of Puneet Makkad. Now got the outside edge. Puneet knows he's got to go with the turn rather than against it here. Especially when Umesh flights the ball. He's ready now. Last ball of the 10th over. Pushed away. One bounce. Beats shot. Third man will go into the boundary for 4. Streaky boundary. Lucky boundary there for Puneet Makkad. 10 overs have been completed here. MLSI Eagles sitting pretty, 78 for 3. As the players take drinks, we'll take a short 4 minutes break and bring you live action thereafter till we see the replay of this. Misfield by the fieldsman at short third man did not help. Turned after pitching. He had no idea about it with the fieldsman standing at short third man. Gandharva Jain being introduced into the attack. Slammed away by Neil Dhankani on that occasion for a boundary. Neil gets his first boundary. That'll make him feel a lot more lighter out there in the middle. So far it's been Puneet Makkad all the way long. Now Neil Dhankani joining the party. Got a bit of a freebie. And he slammed that through the offside. Did Neil Dhankani. Start here for the MLSI Eagles after the drinks break. Usually it's the other way around. It takes the batsman some time. Fortunately for the bowler, not given there. Gandharva. Bowling some leg spinners out here. Earlier we seen Umesh Mehra bowling leg spin. Pitching, turning. Neil Dhankani just needs to settle down out here. His partner is going great guns. All he needs to do is rotate the strike. This time being given as a wide ball. There were a couple of close shaves. Went in favor of the bowler earlier. Bit of the outside edge found. Straight to extra cover. Wicket down here for the MLSI Eagles. The fourth one goes down. Neil Dhankani will have to depart. Wanted to go over the bowler's head. More over long off. All he managed to do was find the outside edge. Gets his man. Does Gandharva Jain. Straight away into the wickets, Gandharva. As Neil Dhankani walks back to the pavilion. 10.4 overs have been bowled here. 83 for 4 are the MLSI Eagles. New batsman Anil Sinkar, who's coming to join Puneet Makkad. Gandharva Jain, a couple of balls to go in the 11th. Tosses that one up. Straight to extra cover. No run there taken. Tossed up again. Outside edge. Short third man does well. 11 overs have been bowled here. 83 for 4 are the MLSI Eagles. Now Umesh Mehra. Two leg spinners bowling in tandem. Tossed up outside the line of the off stump, beaten. Puneet Makkar 29 of 18. Tossed up again. Goes down the ground as Puneet Makkar straight to long on. Back-to-back wickets here for the leg spinners. First it was Gandharva Jain. Now Umesh Mehra joins in the party for the Nias Lakers. The Mlsi Eagles will be in some trouble out here. The man who was looking to go great guns has to depart here for the Mlsi Eagles. Disappointing end to a promising innings. '83 for 5 here after 11.12 overs are the Mlsi Eagles. Sunil Jadhav, the new batsman, who's coming to replace Puneet Makkar, down towards long on for a single. Gets off the mark straight away. Two new batsmen at the crease for the Mlsi Eagles. This is not the best piece of news for them. They needed the services of Puneet Makkar to stay out there for them. Tossed up. Once again goes down the ground. This time Anil Sinkar will pick up a single down to deep mid wicket. Sunil Jadhav on strike. Short ball. Played away into the onside. It never rose after bouncing, made it difficult for the batsman to put away. Goes down the ground, gets more of the outside edge. Long off. Falls in between extra cover and long off in the end. All's well that ends well for the batsman. 12 overs have been bowled here. 87 for 5 are the Mlsi Eagles. It will be Gandharva Jain to continue. Picked up a wicket in his very first over. That of Neil Dhankani. Anil Sinkar on strike. Cut away into the gap. She'll go for a single. So far, so good for the Nias Lakers. They've managed to pick up wickets just when the batsmen are looking threatening. Ankit Dham and Puneet Makkar both look like taking the game away from the Nias Lakers. But they departed at a time when they should have continued batting from. This will make a big difference in the eventual total. MLSI Eagles will have to find a new hero here. They need a solid, firm partnership to get to a score of 150, 160. Remember, this is the quarterfinal. You lose, you go home. You don't see the tournament till the next season. Quarterfinals in the silver segment. Tossed up. Well bowled Gandharva Jain. Beating him in the air, beating him off the deck. Sunil Jadhav looking to play one too many shots too early. They need to soak in the pressure here. Rotate the strike. Look to build a partnership rather than blast away. 13 overs have been bowled. 88 for 5 are the MLSI Eagles. Umesh Mehra to continue. Tossed up leg spinner. Goes down the ground. Long gone. Coming in. Will take it on the bounce. Luckily there for Anil Sinkar. It did not go to hand. I'm not too sure about this approach. Yes, we are playing T20 cricket. But they are a wicket or two more down. They need to play themselves in here. These are some poor shots that they're playing. It's only a matter of time before they will be picked up. Need to gauge the wicket. They need to form a formidable partnership which looks unbroken. Short ball pulled away over square leg. Finally gets a boundary. After way too many shots played, Sunil Jadhav this time gets his first boundary. Much needed under the circumstances. Was a short delivery. Went onto the back foot. Picked the length up really early there. Square leg was in the 30-yard circle. Deep mid-wicket had no chance in the end. That's how well he placed it. Sunil Jadhav looking to cut that one. But short third man moves to his right quickly and stops the ball from going any further. Now we'll bring Anil Sankar on strike. Pushed away. Bad being signal there. Was an appeal. Got an inside edge there, did Anil Sankar. Umesh Mehra, the leg spinner. Bowling to Anil Sankar. Tossed up. Pulled away onto the onside. But there is deep square leg at this point in time. After that boundary, will get only a single will Anil Sankar. Now Sunil Jadhav on strike. Umesh Mehra, the bowler. Leg spinner. Picked the length up really early. Wanted to hit it on the onside, irrespective of how much it's going to turn. Manages a single. 14 overs have been bowled here. 96 for 5 are the MLSI Eagles. Girish Kalyanaraman being introduced back into the attack. Has bowled a couple of overs, given away 17 and has picked up a wicket. As Girish Kalyanaraman will be bowling to Sunil Jadhav here. Sunil Jadhav batting on 8 of just 9 balls. Loves to bowl wicket to wicket. Girish Kalyanaraman attacks the stumps. Will pick up a single here, will Sunil Jadhav. No, in fact, it's a wide call going down the leg side. And another couple of runs added to the total. Anil Sinkar, the man on strike. Girish Kalyanaraman. Much better delivery on the stumps, giving no room whatsoever. He's known to be bowling this line. Gentle run up, but there's a lot of effort at the delivery stride. Right up there in the block hole. Well bowled, Girish Kalyanaraman. This is a very tricky phase in the match. It's make or break for the MLSI Eagles here. They cannot afford to lose another wicket. The last thing you want to do is expose your lower order in the power play. This is a power play over going on. The 15th and the 16th by default here will be power play overs. Sunil Jadhav now on strike. Girish Kalyanaraman the bowler. Played away down the ground, straight to the mid-off. Bit of a misfield, but they'll only settle down for the single. Did not expect a misfield. Coaches say don't run on misfields, because you never know when you could be run out. The 100 comes up in the 15th over for the MLSI Eagles. 14.4 overs to be precise. That's 88 balls exactly. Slammed away. Extra cover. Manages to stop that ball. Got it on the bounce. Was close to him. Will pick up a single with Anil Sinkar. Give Sunil Jadhav the last ball of the 15th over. 101 for 5 are the MLSI Eagles. Goes down the ground. Few bounces and into the rope she went. Mid-off was in the 30-yard circle because of the power play. Gets a boundary of the last ball, does Sunil Jadhav. Let's take a look at this once again. Pitched up. Just missed the Yorker by a small margin. Did Girish Kalyanaraman. Took full advantage of that, did Sunil Jadhav. And it's an important boundary for the MLSI Eagles. 15 overs have been bowled here. 105 for 5 are the MLSI Eagles. Vibhumanya to Anil Sinkar. Wide outside the line of the off stump. Wide given there by the umpire. Anil Sinkar, 7 of 13. Outside edge was going over long off, or wanted to go over long off rather. Mid off, mind you, because we are in the power play. So mid off is in the 30-yard circle. Found the outside edge for a single, did Anil Sinkar. Now Sunil Jadhav on strike. 107 for 5, MLSI Eagles. Well bowled, Vibhumanya. Beating him in the air there. Expecting the same pace at which Vibhumanya bowls. Was a clever slow delivery. Deceived in the air off the deck. Completely lost his balance there, did Sunil Jadhav. They want to go after the bowling in this power play, rightly so. They need to get a move on here. Off the back foot into the offside. Will pick up a quick single here. Good running by the duo. Sunil Jadhav gets a single. Brings Anil Sankar on strike. Lost his bat. Got stuck in the turf. Luckily that did not hit his thigh. Or else he would have gone in for a toss. It's always a very precarious situation when your bat gets stuck. You can injure your wrist very badly of that. This is quality bowling now from Vibhumanya. Giving nothing away so far. This is the last over of the power play. Only 3 runs coming so far off the 4 balls. 1 being a wide ball. Anil Sinkar on strike. Once again a slower delivery. Struck fiercely down the ground. This could be a run out. Will be a run out. Sunil Jadhav will have to walk back. Poor running from Anil Sinkar. He forcefully wanted the single. Sunil Jadhav was going nowhere. Take a look at this once again. Was a very good shot to start off with, but it took the stump. He wanted the single. There wasn't one, to be fair there. Sunil Jadhav sold out cheaply. 108 for 6 are the MLSI Eagles after 15.4 overs. Shwetal Sakaria on strike. Beaten outside the line of the off stump there. 16 overs have been bowled here. 108 for 6 are the MLSI Eagles. Power play done and dusted with. Now Gandharva Jain, the leg spinner, has bowled a couple of overs, given away only 6 runs and has picked up a wicket. Thank you so much, Malcolm Diabrio, for your compliments. Goes over the top of the bowler's head. One bounce into the rope. She went for 4. Let's take a look at this shot once again. The over starts on a high for the MLSI Eagles. Anil Sinkaria getting a move on. Tossed up. Not an easy shot to play, mind you. But he did that easily in the end, did Anil Sinkar. Much needed boundary for him. The MLSI Eagles would hope that he gets a move on here after 12 of 17. $112 for 6. MLSI Eagles. Can Anil Sinkar take them to a decent total? Goes on side-ish this time, does Anil Sinkar. Mid-wicket misfields. Out there in the deep, and he picks up a boundary. Very happy with that boundary was Anil Sinkar. He enjoyed that misfield. Gave him 3 extra runs. His side needs those runs in the quarterfinals. These gifts are going to be useful going forward. Poor piece of fielding out there. Yes, the ball turned, but he should have been ready for it. Used only one hand. Coaches always say they've given you 2 hands to use both of them. Anil Sinkar moves on to 16 of 18. Crashed away straight to cover. Gets a single since cover standing at the 30-yard circle. MLSI Eagles. 118 for 6. Now Shwetal Sakaria. Wide signal there by the umpire. Rightly so. Down the leg side. Tossed up will be another wide. They could have gotten a single out there. Shwetal Sakaria rooted to his crease. Wanted the single, did Anil Sinkar. Not to be the case on that occasion. Behind the wicket is always the non-striker's call. You need to be ready for it. Gandharva Jain. Shwetal Sakaria goes down the ground for 4. Very good shot by Shwetal. These are good signs for the MLSI Eagles. They somehow managed to find new heroes out there at the crease. It's good to see a number 8 batsman getting into the game. Take a look at this shot against the turn. Towards long on. Beat long on comprehensively in the end. Long off was relatively straight, was closer to the ball. Boundary down the ground. Always a good sign. Push through. Goes once again down towards long on. This time long on is straight. Very straight, mind you. Only a single for Shwetal. Now Anil Sinkar on strike. A ball to come in the 17th. Gandharva Jain to Anil Sinkar. Long on is relatively straight, will only be a single. 17 overs have been bowled here. 126 for 6 are the MLSI Eagles. Girish Kalyanaraman to bowl his final over. Anil Sinkar, the man on strike. Girish Kalyanaraman to Anil Sinkar. 18 of 21 for Anil. Off the back foot for a single. Shwetal Sakaria has a boundary alongside his name. Can he take on the medium pacer here? Now they need boundaries and sixes. 16 balls left in the innings. Slower one, down the ground for a single. Anil Sinkar, the man on strike now. 19 of 22 for him. Right up there, swung away through the onside. Deep mid wicket will get to it eventually. Will pick up only a single there, Anil Sinkar. Now Shwetal Sakaria. Only single so far. 3 runs of the first 4 balls. They need a lot more than that. Goes through the offside. Finds the gap. Long off is straight. Will go into the boundary for 4. Once it beat cover, standing in the 30-yard circle. There was no looking back. Much needed boundary for the Mlsi Eagles. Superbly done by Shwetal Sakaria. Yes, was in the air, but managed to find the gap. Scoreboard moves on to 133. A ball to come in the 18th. Girish Kalyanaraman. A ball to come in the 18th. Shwetal Sakaria going at a strike rate of 200 here. 10 of just 5 balls. He's looking really good in the middle. Mistimed that pull on that occasion. Will pick up a single of the last ball. 18 overs have been bowled here. 134 for 6 are the Mlsi Eagles. Vibhumanya to bowl out here in the penultimate over. Shwetal Sakaria on strike. Down the leg side will be given as a wide. Shwetal Sakaria, 11 of 6 balls. Well bowled, Vibhumanya, much better delivery. Targeting the wide Yorkers here. Shwetal Sakaria looks like a strong player down the ground. Wanted to go for a maximum there. Completely missed the ball. Nevertheless, he'll get another opportunity. Here we go. Once again, bowled in the same region. Finally given as a wide. Shwetal Sakaria knew all the way along that that was a wide ball. Vibhumanya targeting the tram line. Wants to bowl wide Yorkers here. He knows Shwetal Sakaria is looking to go big. 136 for 6. They're looking good for 150 here. They'll do well for 155 if they can manage to put that on the board. Shwetal Sakaria. He can do better than this. Has already struck a couple of boundaries as Shwetal. Couple of wides, couple of dot balls in the over so far. 2 legitimate deliveries registered. 136 for 6. Shwetal Sakaria wants to get a move on here. Just making sure that he's well sorted. Now Vibhumanya having a word with the fieldsman at cover. Not to show what the conversation was all about, but we'll get to see the result of that. Once again, a slower ball, well bowled. Too early into stroke, Shwetal Sakaria here. This is very good bowling by Vibhumanya. Not allowing Shwetal the pace he's looking out for. Three dot deliveries in the over. Wide will be signaled by the looks of it. They were appealing for an outside edge there. Vibhumanya just over the tram line. Strange over under the circumstances. 3 wides, 3 dot deliveries. So three deliveries legitimately registered so far. Getting some swing in the air. That's very strange in the penultimate over. And that's why Shwetal Sakaria is struggling to hit the ball. Ball moving in the air. That's how well they would have maintained that ball, that means. Vibhumanya is reaping the rewards of that. They've shined one side of the ball really well. That's the only way you're going to get movement. And he's cleaned up here. Rewarded for some good bowling, Vibhumanya. Shwetal Sakaria has to depart. Let's take a look at this ball once again. Pitching, leaving the right-hander. Poor shot there by Shwetal Sakaria. No real intent in that shot. Yorking himself eventually. And the 7th wicket down for the Mlsi Eagles at the score of 137. With a ball to come in the penultimate over. What an over so far by Vibhumanya. Giving nothing away with the ball. No runs conceded off the bat in this particular over. That's not what you want to see in a penultimate over. Just when you're looking good for 155, 150. They could be jolted out here, the Mlsi Eagles. Aslam Sheikh, the new batsman who's coming to join Anil Sinkar. Vibhumanya. A ball to come in the penultimate over. 137 on the board. A little too less at the moment. They want to get to a formidable total. Mind you, this is the quarterfinal in the silver segment. Coming inside the line of the ball to access the onside. Vibhumanya loves targeting the stumps. Asking the question. 19 overs have been bowled here. 137 for 7 are the Mlsi Eagles. So it's going to be Umesh Mehra to bowl the final over of the innings. It will be Anil Sinkar on strike. 20 of 23. He wants to do better than that now. Going into the final over. Can they make this a big over? It's going to have to be Anil Sinkar to do something special out here. Tossed up. Goes over the top. Gets an outside edge. Bowler coming underneath it. Takes it. Umesh Mehra picks up another. His second wicket. And Anil Sinkar has to depart after having played a decent innings. Wanted to go for the glory shot. Loses his balance completely. Mistimes the ball horribly. Only manages to find the top edge. So some turn and bounce for Umesh Mehra and he gets rewarded with a wicket. 137 for 8 are the Mlsi Eagles after 19.1 overs. Now Pradeep Chaudhary to face his first ball. 137 for 8. They needed some set batsmen out there. Guess what? He's bowled him. Coming well inside the line of the ball to access the onside. Pradeep Chaudhary pushed through by Umesh Mehra. Poor shot selection. Scoreboard pressure probably getting the better of Pradeep Chaudhary. Take a look at this. Wanted to hit that towards fine leg because fine leg was in the 30-yard circle. Just missed the straight ball, did Pradeep Chaudhary there. And the 9th wicket down here for the Mlsi Eagles. In danger of getting bowled out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. The Nias Lakers are pulling things back in their favour. As Pradeep Chaudhary departs for a golden duck. Umesh Mehra. What happened out there? Another pole ruptured. That's it. The Mlsi Eagles have been bowled out here for 137. That's the last thing they wanted to see. Probably gets a hat-trick out here. Does Umesh Mehra. Just missing a straight ball. Pushing that through. No leg spinners here for Umesh Mehra. Picks up a hat-trick. Does Umesh Mehra. And the lower order does not fare well for the Mlsi Eagles. 137 is where they end up, with 3 deliveries yet to have come in the innings. The last 2 overs going really well for the Nias Lakers. Take a look at this. It was the Mlsi Eagles. They won the toss, elected to bat first. Puneet Makkar top scoring with 29 of 19 balls. Ankit Dham played well for his 28 of 21. Anil Sinkar fared well towards the end, 20 of 24. Sunil Jadhav played well for his 14. But in the bowling department, it was Umesh Mehra who did the damage. In his 3.3 overs, gave away only 17 runs and picked up 4 wickets. Mind you, a hat-trick to finish off the innings. Ramakrishna, in his couple of overs, picked up a wicket, giving away 21 runs. Gandharva Jain, in his 3 overs, gave away 24 and picked up a wicket. Girish Kalyanaraman, in his 4 overs, gave away 34 and picked up a wicket. So when the Nias Lakers come into bat, they're going to need 138 to overhaul the total put up by the MLSI Eagles. We'll take a short 10-minute break and bring you live action in 10 minutes from now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the chase of this match taking place between the MLSI Eagles and the Nias Lakers. It was the MLSI Eagles. They won the toss, elected to bat first, managed to put up 137 on the board, and were all bowled out rather for 137. Now it's the turn of the Nias Lakers to go down and chase this paltry total put up by the MLSI Eagles. But mind you, this is a quarterfinal. Both the sides will give it their all. So you can't take the MLSI Eagles lightly in any which way. They're here to fight. They're here to stay. They have a few heroes in their lineup. Promises to be a mouth-watering encounter. Low-scoring games can bring you entertaining encounters. That's what the history of T20 cricket shows you. Because the batting side just relaxes a bit without knowing that their opponents can take advantage of the same. The last thing you want is a lackadaisical approach. Aniruddha Srivastava on strike. Outside edge. Hands on heads of the wicket keeper. Probably got the bottom edge there. Did Nitin Gupta. Now Aniruddha Srivastava. Off the back foot, straight back to the bowler. 2 overs have been completed here. 7 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Now Nitin Gupta on strike. Off the back foot into the offside for a single. Goes Nitin Gupta. Now Aniruddha Srivastava. 4 of 8 balls to him. 130 runs required of 107 balls. Top edge. Falls safely, luckily there for Aniruddha Srivastava. Will pick up a couple of runs here. The opening pair is still intact. That's good for the Nias Lakers. They're taking their own sweet time because they can afford to. Aniruddha Srivastava, 6 of 9. Shwetal Sakaria has done really well so far. Hasn't really allowed the batsman to get away. Well bowled in the channel. Just outside the line of the off stump. That's where you want to be as a medium pacer with the new ball in particular. Aniruddha Srivastava goes through the onside, straight to square leg. No run here for the taking. Really good bowling from Shwetal Sakaria so far. Almost created an opportunity, but it went into the safe region on the offside. Off the back foot. Needed to play that off the front foot. That ball was well pitched up. Aniruddha Srivastava misreading the length on that occasion. MLSI Eagles. They won't complain with the way the innings have fared so far. Only the thing that they would have liked a wicket besides the runs. But they haven't allowed the Nias Lakers to get away here. Off the back foot. Slammed away through the onside. Well done by the fieldsman out there at deep mid wicket. Stops the ball from going any further into the boundary. They'll pick up a couple of runs here to end the third over. 12 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Last over of the mandatory power play overs. Outside the line of the off stump, well bowled by Faiz Ahmed. Gave away only 2 runs in his first over. Nitin Gupta on strike. Straight to backward point. No run taken there. Partnership moving on sedately at the moment. 12 of 20 balls. The run rate is never going to be an issue for the Nias Lakers. It's only going to be a matter of wickets. If they keep wickets intact, they should go home victorious. Very well bowled again by Faiz Ahmed. Beating the bat of Nitin Gupta on that occasion. Nitin Gupta on strike. Faiz Ahmed the bowler. Well bowled, Faiz Ahmed right up there in the block hole. Playing a little too early, Nitin Gupta. Three of 9. Struggling a tad at the moment is Nitin Gupta. Couple of balls to come in the fourth. 126 to win of 98 balls. Should be a walk in the park. Unless the MLSI Eagles have other plans on their mind. Wide signal there by the umpire, rightly so. Was well besides the tram line. Nitin Gupta on strike. Faiz Ahmed the bowler. Down the leg side will be signalled as a wide there by the umpire. Faiz Ahmed, a couple of wide successively bowled. Needs to settle down. Is bowled well so far as Faiz Ahmed. Three consecutive wides here. Just struggling a bit here is Faiz Ahmed. Nitin Gupta, 3 of 9. Perilously close to the off stump on that occasion. An appeal for caught behind. No bat there according to the umpire. Just excited that the batsman missed the ball there. Was a much better delivery finally by Faiz Ahmed after having bowled 3 consecutive wides. Now a ball to come in the mandatory power play over. Cut away of the back foot, finally manages to find the gap. Nitin Gupta finds the boundary to go along with that. Much needed for Nitin Gupta and the Nias Lakers. 4 overs have been bowled. We'll take a quick look at the replay here. Creamed away beautifully off the back foot finally by Nitin Gupta. That'll give him a lot of confidence going forward. 4 overs have been bowled. 19 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Aniruddha Srivastava on strike. Looking to play that off the back foot. Misses the ball completely. Nitin Gupta calls him through for the single. Buys will be the signal by the umpire. .1 overs have been bowled here. 20 without the loss of any wickets are the Nias Lakers. Good signs for the Nias Lakers that they haven't lost a wicket here. Straight to mid-on, no single there. Aniruddha Srivastava wanted the single, but was sent back by Nitin Gupta. Nitin was running to the danger end, so it was his call all the way long. Goes over the top of mid-on, yeah. Should fetch him a boundary. Will fetch him a boundary. Has fetched him a boundary. Good shot there by Nitin Gupta. Coming into his own. Managed to find a boundary in the last over. Does so in this over as well. Yes, the field restrictions have been lifted, but mid-on was in the 30-yard circle. Took advantage of the same, did Nitin Gupta, and found himself a boundary. Much better delivery by Shwetal Sakaria on that occasion. Nitin Gupta, the man on strike, 11 of 14. Inside edge, wanted to play that on the onside. The ball will go and trickle into the ropes for 4 Streaky boundary for Nitin Gupta on this occasion. Went on to the back foot to access the onside. All he managed to do was find an inside edge. And the ball raced away across the turf for 4. Good going, Nitin Gupta. Nias Lakers move on to 28. With the ball to come in the 5th. Off the back foot into the offside. 5 overs have been bowled at 28 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Interestingly, the opening bowlers bowling 3 overs on the trot. The third over for Faiz Ahmed there. Aniruddha Srivastava goes down towards deep square leg for a single. Now it's going to be Nitin Gupta on strike. 15 of 16 balls for Nitin Gupta. Stands tall does Nitin Gupta. Has the tendency to get beaten on several occasions, but yet manages to find boundaries in between. Uncanny ability to find the boundary. This is exactly what I've been talking about. Gets beaten a lot, does Nitin Gupta. Well bowled, right up there in the block hole this time. Disappointed with himself is Nitin Gupta. Down the ground towards long on for a single. Bit of a misfield, a fumble, but they'll stick with a single. Aniruddha Srivastava sending him back. Nias Lakers have managed to reach 30. 108 required and 87 balls. All wickets intact. In the driver's seat. Outside edge. Wicket keeper has been off colour so far. Has dropped a couple of catches from his gloves. On his knees. Disappointed with himself. Throws his glove on the ground in disgust. That's how frustrated he is with himself for having dropped this catch. How does it go through the nets? As soon as you put your hands behind the ball with those big gloves on, it just sticks into the nets. Not to be the case on a couple of occasions now for the wicketkeeper. This time he catches one, but does not get the outside edge. Does Nitin Gupta there. A ball to come now in the 6th. 31 for no loss. They're going along sedately. Nothing flashy as of yet. But it does not matter as long as there are wickets in the tank. At the moment, they have all their wickets reserved. Cracked away off the back foot. To the man in the deep, sweeping on the offside. Will be a single to complete the 6. 32 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Nitin Gupta on strike. Aslam Sheikh, the bowler, introduced into the attack. Will pick up a single, will Nitin Gupta. Brings Aniruddha Srivastava on strike. Flashed away to short third man. Rather backward point. Who's very, very behind square at the moment. There is a third man that is really straight. Aniruddha Srivastava, 10 of 17, taking his own sweet time while sticking a 4-2. Pulls that one away on the onside. Manages to find the ropes. Beats the man inside the 30-yard circle at square leg. And a much needed boundary for the Nias Lakers. Let's take a look at this shot once again. Was a short ball asking to be hit. And Aniruddha Srivastava did not need another invitation. Gleefully accepted the invitation and put that ball to the boundary. Good shot from Aniruddha Srivastava. That'll keep him up and running. Three balls to go in the 7th. 37 for no loss. Aniruddha Srivastava. Wide signal there by the umpire. Rightly so. I too heard some bat out there for once. Neither did the wicketkeeper, neither did the umpire, nor the bowler hear anything. Is there a mic at the stumps? Will be called another wide by Aslam Sheikh. Probably targeting a line outside the line of the off stump, but just not getting his line right here, Aslam Sheikh. Aniruddha Srivastava, 14 of 18. Much better delivery. Closer to the off stump. Gets the inner half of the bat for a single, does Aniruddha Srivastava. Now we're back with Nitin Gupta. Aslam Sheikh. Couple of balls to come in the 7th. 40 for no loss are the Nias Lakers so far. This is the Bayside Sports Cool Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Chased a wide ball there. No run there taken. That overthrows will give them the single eventually. Aslam Sheikh not happy with the fieldsman there. "79 balls, 97 runs required." Outside the line of the off stump, Aniruddha Srivastav shakes his head in disgust since he missed that ball. 7 overs have been bowled. 41 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Mayur Luthria, the new bowler into the attack. Nitin Gupta, the batsman, 19 of 23. What happened over there? We'll have to wait and see what the umpire signal on that one. Runs given. Mind you, I heard an outside edge. Is there another catch that's gone a begging by the wicketkeeper? Aniruddha Srivastava now on strike. Tossed up, driven away through the offside. Down towards long off for a single by Aniruddha Srivastava. Now Nitin Gupta on strike. Attempted a leg spinner. Did Mayur Luthria on this occasion. So far, so good for the Nias Lakers. The good part is that they have all their wickets intact. This partnership taking steady effect out here. Down the ground towards long off for a single here goes Nitin Gupta. Now it's going to be Aniruddha Srivastava to face the last ball of the 8th over. Goes big. Does Aniruddha Srivastava. Goes all the way for 6. Does Aniruddha Srivastava. What a blow coming at the right moment. Let's take a look at this shot once again. Tossed it up. Did Mayur Luthria. Aniruddha Srivastav launched big. Goes all the way over the long on's head for 6. Ended up being a mere spectator. Did the fieldsman out there in the deep. 8 overs have been bowled here. 50 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Aslam Sheikh. It's going to be Nitin Gupta on strike. Perilously close to the off stump on that occasion. Nitin Gupta. Lucky to be out there. Outside edges going to ground. Wicket keeper has dropped 3 catches so far. It might come back to haunt the Mlsi Eagles because they have a paltry total on the board. They say catches win you matches. When you don't take them, you can't afford to blame anything else but yourself. Tossed up, goes down the ground as Nitin Gupta takes it on the bounce. Does the fieldsman at long off. Will only be a single at the end of it all. Right up there. Pushed away into the offside for a single here. .52 for no loss. Nias Lakers. 3 balls to go in the 9th. Aslam Sheikh, the bowler. Goes down the ground here. Takes it on the bounce, does long off. Will only be a single. They have to find a way to break the partnership to the Mlsi Eagles. They can't afford for the innings to keep going in this manner. They need to keep chipping away at the wickets. Aslam Sheikh to Aniruddha Srivastava. Pushed away to extra cover. No run taken, a run rather taken there. Outside the line of the off stump, wide signal there by the umpire. Aslam Sheikh has bowled a few wides tonight. Again a wide ball. Disappointed with himself is Aslam Sheikh. Apologizes straight away. He knows he needs to be tighter than that. Goes down the ground. Will pick up a single here, will Nitin Gupta. 9 overs have been bowled here. 57 for no loss are the Nias Lakers. Finally takes one, does the wicketkeeper. Mayur Luthria picks up his first wicket. And the Nias Lakers finally lose a wicket in the form of Nitin Gupta. He was flirting with danger all the way long outside the line of the off stump. Finally the edge taken. Mind you, has dropped 3 catches as the wicketkeeper, but gets one alongside his name eventually. Mayur Luthria breaks the partnership as the scoreboard finally reads 57 for 1 after 9.1 overs are the Nias Lakers. Umesh Mehra, the new batsman who is coming to replace Nitin Gupta, pushed away into the offside for a single down to long off. Now Aniruddha Srivastava goes onside-ish. Long on is in position, will keep it down to a single. So far so good for Aniruddha Srivastava. A run ball 25 to him. Has played his part in this chase. They only need 79 runs in 63 balls here. According to me, they're in the driver's seat are the Nias Lakers because they have 9 wickets in hand. Driven away. There is deep extra cover apparently. They'll pick up a couple of runs here, will the duo of Aniruddha Srivastava and Umesh Mehra. Couple of balls to come in the 10th. 61 for 1. Decent enough runs on the board when you're chasing 138. Straight to backward point. No run taken there. Umesh Mehra having a thing or two to say to his partner. Probably disappointed that he did not run the single. $61 for 1. A ball to come now in the 10th. Driven away. Straight to deep extra cover. Will be a single to complete the 10th. 62 for 1 are the Nias Lakers. Whilst the players take drinks, we'll take a short 4-minute break and bring you live action thereafter. 11 overs, 74 for 1 are the Nias Lakers. Mlsi being brought back into the attack. Will be bowling to Aniruddha Srivastava from the far end. Down the ground towards extra cover. Who's out there in the deep? Will pick up a single here. Will Aniruddha Srivastava and bring Umesh Mehra on strike now. Mlsi, the sole wicket taker so far. Through extra cover. Straight to the man in the deep. They seem to be in control at the moment, do the Nias Lakers. Partnership 19. Good going for the duo at the moment. Umesh Mehra batting on 10 of 9 balls. But it's going to be Aniruddha Srivastava on strike now. Mlsi, the bowler, will be given as a wide ball there. Rightly so. The last thing you want in a small chase is to gift away runs in the form of extras to your opponents. Probably the outside edge found over the wicketkeeper's gloves this time. Will pick up a couple of runs here. Will Aniruddha Srivastava by signaled. So according to the umpire, that ball has risen and bounced a lot more than the wicketkeeper and the batsman both expected. Might have explored from the wicket. Strange, because I felt I heard an outside edge. But bye is given there by the umpire, may be the case. We're going to have to assume that was the case. 80 for 1. 2 balls to go in the 12th. They're sitting pretty, are the Nias Lakers. It's all up to the MLSI Eagles here to make the play. If they don't pick up wickets here, the Nias Lakers will win this match with a few overs to spare. They're motoring along well at the moment. Off the back foot by Umesh Mehra. Third man misfields. And Umesh Mehra comes back for the second. Very good running by the duo. Now a ball to come in the 12th. Umesh Mehra just getting his breath back. Mlsi, the bowler. Pushed away into the offside for a single by Umesh Mehra. Deep extra cover doing the tidying up. 12 overs have been bowled. 83 for 1 are the Nias Lakers. Fairs Ahmed to Umesh Mehra. Cracked away off the back foot. Long off will get to the ball. Will get a couple of runs here, will Umesh Mehra. Nias Lakers moving along well at the moment. 53 now needed of just 47 balls. Pushed away into the offside. Long off will tidy up and keep it down to a couple of runs here. Mlsi Eagles would be very disappointed with the total they have put up on the board. They were looking good for 155, 160 at the 18 over mark and then just lost their way. Squirted to short third man. Will pick up a single here. Will Umesh Mehra and bring Aniruddha Srivastava on strike. Having a word with Aniruddha Srivastava there. Umesh Mehra. Umesh Mehra has done well after the departure of Nitin Gupta. 18 of 14 to him. Looking to pull that one. Wasn't all that short, to be fair to the bowler. Aniruddha Srivastava has done well so far for his side. Opening the innings, still out there in the middle. Has played well for his 34. Looking to play that one on the onside. Off the pad, I believe. Leg by signal, rightly so. Now Umesh Mehra on strike. A ball to come in the 13th. Nias Lakers 89 for 1 so far. Umesh Mehra facing up to Faiz Ahmed. Flicked away. Work to be done by the man in the deep. They'll pick up a couple of runs here. Umesh Mehra hurries up for the second. Will complete it easily in the end. 13 overs have been bowled. 91 for 1 are the Nias Lakers. Aslam Sheikh, it's going to be to bowl the 14th. Aniruddha Srivastava on strike. Pulled away. In the air. High ball, sky ball, flying ball. All the way for 6. Terrific strike from Aniruddha Srivastava. He spent enough time at the crease to take toll of a short delivery. Aslam Sheikh dropping that one shot. Aniruddha Srivastava did not need another invitation. He took full toll of that ball and slammed it over deep mid-wicket for 6. Outside edge, straight to shot, third man. More at gully at third man. Aniruddha Srivastava has to walk back. Aslam Sheikh has the last laugh. Let's take a look at this ball once again. Well outside the line of the off stump, looking to repeat the dose. Over long on. Unable to connect well on that occasion, Aniruddha Srivastava. And he has to depart. So good innings comes to an end. 40 he made of 33 balls. 97 for 2 are the Nias Lakers after 13.2 overs. Aslam Sheikh to the new batsman Karthik Chopra. Goes through the offside. Will find the boundary. Will Karthik Chopra. Gets off the mark in style. 101 for 2. They reach 100 to the Nias Lakers. What a start here for Karthik Chopra. Aslam Sheikh giving him some width. And he pounced all over it. Once it beat backward point, the ball was headed to the boundary. Cut away again. This time there is third man out there in the deep. What a field setting by the MLSI Eagles captain. There is a man standing at the 30-yard circle who's standing just behind first or second slip. That's where the catch went of Aniruddha Srivastava. Slammed away through the offside, straight to cover. No run there taken. They're looking good to chase this total down within the 18th, 19th over the Nias Lakers at the moment. Umesh Mehra, 20 of just 16 balls. Straight to cover again. No run again. Completes the 14th over. 102 for 2 are the Nias Lakers. going to be Mayur Luthria to bowl to Karthik Chopra. Well bowled by Mayur Luthria there. Run a ball needed from here. Aniruddha Srivastava did well whilst he was out there. Karthik Chopra replacing him. Mayur Luthria bowling to Karthik Chopra. Straight to cover. No run taken. Mayur Luthria bowling out here. Has picked up a wicket to fall. Goes over extra cover this time. Into the boundary. She'll go for 4. Karthik Chopra picks up his second boundary. And Nias Lakers moving on to 106 with that boundary. Let's take a look at this shot once again. Outside the line of the off stump. With an offer. Room given. Karthik Chopra. No half measures whatsoever. Went easily over extra for 4. Made it look simple. Mind you, never easy hitting over extra cover. Did it easily in the end. Moves on to 9. Does Karthik Chopra of just 4 balls. This time looking to go onside-ish. Missing the ball altogether. Should be given as byes. Will be given as byes. Couple of balls to go now in the 15th. 107 for 2. Just 31 runs needed now of 32 balls. Nias Lakers in the driving seat. Goes over the top. Goes all the way for 6. What a shot from Umesh Mehra, I beg your pardon here. Let's take a look at this shot once again. Just outside the line of the off stump, coming inside the line of the ball. Umesh Mehra got fantastic elevation. Went all the way. Went the distance. Half a dozen runs added to the total here for the Nias Lakers. They seem to be doing it on a canter at the moment to the Nias Lakers. Looks like a change of ball because we've lost the ball. Umesh Mehra happy with the ball. Mayur Luthria. Goes over the top. Does Umesh Mehra again. Will find the boundary. Run fest for the Nias Lakers. MLSI Eagles would be feeling the heat in the middle, although it's cool out there. Nias Lakers doing this easily now. Umesh Mehra coming into his own. .30 of just 19 balls. 15 overs have been bowled here. 117 for 2 are the Nias Lakers. Aslam Sheikh now. Coming into bowl to Karthik Chopra. Gets the bottom edge for a single to square leg. Umesh Mehra quick to spot that single. Only 21 now needed of 29 balls. In fact, 20 needed of 29 balls. Umesh Mehra on the charge. Over the top. Don't forget, this is a power play over. By default, the 15th and the 16th becoming power play overs here. Taking full advantage of the same, Umesh Mehra and Karthik Chopra. Partnership a healthy 23 of just 12 balls. Umesh Mehra on strike. Inside edge. Lucky for him that did not go onto the stumps. Just a single on this occasion. Now it's going to be Karthik Chopra. Aslam Sheikh. Does he have a bag of tricks to defeat batsmen here? MLSI Eagles need a miracle from here. Just over the top of the fieldsman at extra cover. Will be a single in the end. Umesh Mehra wants the strike. He's batting well out there in the middle at the moment. 33 of 21. Down the leg side will be signaled as a wide by the umpire. This is not helping the MLSI Eagles one bit. The Nias Lakers seem to be doing this comfortably at the moment. Only 15 runs needed now. Slow one attempted. Extra cover not doing well out there will give them a boundary. So what should have been maximum a single ends up in a boundary. Wicketkeeper sits down on the floor. Must be disgusted with the way proceedings are going on at the moment. Nias Lakers would be delighted to see the way proceedings are going for them. And that sums up the story for the MLSI Eagles. Very poor fielding out there by the fieldsman at extra cover. Almost that they've given up by the looks of it. 11 runs now needed. Last ball of the power play. Umesh Mehra on 37 of just 22 balls. Aslam Sheikh to bowl out. Has been expensive as Aslam Sheikh. Looking to go big. Umesh Mehra misses the ball completely. 16 overs have been bowled here. 127 for 2 are the Nias Lakers. Four overs, 11 to get. Off the back foot into the onside. Straight to deep mid wicket. Goes Karthik Chopra. Umesh Mehra choosing to walk the single there. 10 runs needed now. You never know with the way Umesh Mehra is batting. This could be the last over of the match. Walks down the track. Plays it into deep mid-wicket for a single. Only 9 runs needed now. Karthik Chopra on strike. Shwetal Sakaria, the bowler. Bowling his final over. Well bowled, Shwetal. Outside the line of the off stump, bouncing more than Karthik Chopra expected. To be fair to the Nias Lakers, they've been ahead of the game. With the bat, with the ball, in the field. Look like deserving winners. Cut away hard by Karthik Chopra. Stand and deliver. All the way for 4. No chance for the fieldsman. Sweeping on the offside. Scoreboard's moving on pretty quickly here. Let's take a look at the shot once again. Off the back foot into the offside. Does not bother to run, does Karthik Chopra. He knew the result as soon as he struck that ball. Scoreboard moves on to 133. Only 5 runs needed now. 3 balls to come in the 17th. Will Karthik Chopra finish it off here? Right up there in the block hole. Well bowled, but Umesh Mehra calls him through for the single. Can Umesh Mehra finish it off here? They're a stroke away from doing it. Exactly 4 runs needed now. We're in the 17th over. Umesh Mehra on strike. Goes big, does Umesh Mehra. Is this the finishing blow? Yes, it is. All the way for 6. Finishes off in style, does Umesh Mehra. What a shot. Pick the bones out of that ball. Pitched up. On the pads. Umesh Mehra wasn't going to miss out on this occasion. Took full toll of that poor ball from Shwetal Sakaria. And the Nias Lakers finish off the match within the 17th over. This is how the match panned out. The Mlsi Eagles won the toss, elected to bat first. Were bundled out for 137 in the 20th over. Then it was the Nias Lakers. Umesh Mehra top scoring, 44 not out of 25 balls, the hero for the Nias Lakers. Aniruddha Srivastava, 40 of 34, well played. Nitin Gupta did well for his 24 of 31. Karthik Chopra remained not out, 17 of 11. In the bowling department, it was Mayur Luthria and Aslam Sheikh who picked up wickets, but they were expensive in their 4 overs, going for 35 and 37 runs. Nothing more to talk in the bowling department. Nias Lakers winning this match comfortably by 8 wickets and 3.1 overs to spare. There are 19 balls. Well, we're not done this evening. We have another cracking encounter coming out for you. The Nias Lakers go through to the semi-finals whilst the Mlsi Eagles exit the tournament in disappointment. We have another quarterfinals coming up shortly, so do stay tuned in. Thank you for watching till now.